Hi guys. Okay, today we're going to be talking about my drugstore favorites. These are all of my favorite affordable products. Now, let's just jump right into it because this is a long list of products. I will say right off the bat, I will not be talking about any lip products because I did a whole dedicated video to lip products, which should be up before this one. I will have it linked down below if you have not already seen it, but I will not be talking about any lip products. However, let's jump into it. I'm going to try to do this in the order I would normally do my makeup, so we're gonna start with primer. For a primer, I have 4. The first one is by NYX. It is the Honey Do Me Up primer. Now, I have dry skin. I'm gonna say that right off the bat because a lot of these products, like the primer, the foundation, concealer, work for my dry skin. If you have oily skin, I can't say the same thing, but this is the NYX Honey Do Me Up. I've used quite a bit of this. I love this primer. It gives a lot of moisture to the skin, which is by far my favorite thing. And then I have e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now this is a mattifying pore filling primer. It looks like this. I love this in my T-zone. It just kind of like smooths out my pores and stuff. It's really good and super duper affordable. It's like $8. And then the next are by Wet n Wild. I have the Wet n Wild Matte Face Primer and Dewy. Now the Dewy Primer is my favorite because it gives a really pretty glow to the skin. But the matte one is really nice as well because it's not necessarily matte. It's just hydrating. So it's still really nice. I still love to use it all over the face just for a quick makeup look, but it is really nice. I've repurchased, I don't know how many of these. They are by far my absolute favorite. And then foundation, I have quite a few foundations. So the first one is, no surprise, it is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Literally everybody and their mother loves this foundation. It is good. It's very full coverage, but it gives, like, your skin is still breathe. Like, your skin can still breathe underneath it, which is nice. It's not, like, cakey or anything. It's pretty nice. The next one is Physicians Formula The Healthy Foundation. This is obviously not my shade because this is my summer shade, but this is a really good foundation. It does kind of dry down a little bit more on the matte side, not anything crazy, but it gives like a medium coverage, but it's really nice. The next one I love is the ColourPop foundation. Now this one, it has I like a medium coverage, like a medium coverage I would say, and that's what this one is. And it doesn't oxidize on my skin, it wears nicely, it's nice. The next one, which is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I love this foundation. This is my absolute favorite foundation to use on other people when I do other people's makeup. This looks great in photos and on camera and stuff. It was tested in 7 different lights, so it's not gonna look different. Like if you do your makeup in your bathroom where the lighting's kind of like yellowy and, you know, like tinted like that, and then you go outside, it's not gonna look like a totally different foundation because I know we've all been there. This is great. I wear this when I know I'm gonna be on camera a lot or in pictures, and it holds up great throughout the day. The next one is probably becoming closely one of my favorites. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. This is such a dewy foundation, and oh my gosh, I love it. It gives your skin the perfect glow, makes your skin look so healthy, hence the name. It's just, oh my gosh, my dry skin loves this. It just looks so pretty on the skin. Oh my gosh. But this is my summer shade, so I have been having to mix it with a lightener. And the next one is the Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Coverage Foundation, or 24-Hour Foundation. This is a very high coverage foundation. Like, it's gonna cover everything. And this thing, I like it when I want a very high coverage foundation, which isn't very often, but I do want that sometimes. But this wears so nicely. I don't find that my skin gets like, it doesn't produce a lot of oils, it doesn't mattify, like dry out my skin. It just wears really nicely. The next one is by far my absolute favorite foundation in the entire world. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Dewy and Smooth. If you've watched my channel, you've heard me talk about this. #1 favorite foundation. It is a medium to light coverage, but it just looks so nice on my skin. It just covers what I need it to cover. It's not crazy expensive at all either, and it's so good. And their shade range is amazing. And the next one is the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. This is a really nice foundation. Again, it's more on like the mattifying side, not necessarily matte, but like a little more on the drier side. It is still really nice though, and it is pretty high coverage. Like, it's a medium to full coverage. You can definitely build it up to a very high coverage, but I prefer like one thin layer, and it just covers perfect. And my favorite little like mixing medium is the LA Girl Pro Coverage High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation. I've been mixing this in with this to make it my shade right now. This thing gives any foundation a nice like luminosity to it, and it lightens it without changing the formula or like changing the undertone or anything. It is really nice, and it's only a few bucks, and you only need a little bit because it is pure white pigment. You only need a little bit, but it works great. And the last foundation is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Cushion. This, again, I love a good illuminating foundation. This is no exception. It is a cushion foundation. I prefer to use this with a sponge rather than a brush or like the little puff it comes with. I like prefer with a sponge, but it's just nice. It's light to medium coverage, and it just wears nicely. The next is concealer. I have 3 different concealers. The first one is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This I just recently tried, not like recently, a couple months ago. I recently bought it and have been loving it. It's not, okay, so for my concealer, I don't like a high coverage concealer at all. I prefer a very light coverage concealer, and because I don't care if I don't want my under eyes to look completely smooth and matte. I want to still look like I have, like my skin is skin, not like I'm trying to cover everything up. And these are perfect for that. So I have the Maybelline Fit Me, and then I have the Ulta Beauty Youthful Glow Concealer. This is like an illuminating concealer, but not anything crazy. And it doesn't cover much because that's why I like my concealer, but it's just so nice. And the last one is my absolute favorite by far. I've talked about this many, many times. I've gone through quite a few of these. This is like my 4th or 5th one. It is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Treatment Concealer. I get mine in the brightener shade. I've never tried like the actual like shades, so like light, medium, anything like that. I always just get the brightener shade, and it just brightens up the under eyes without like looking too bright, like white. And it looks so healthy and nice under the eyes. Oh. And then we're going to move into powders. I have 2 loose and 2 pressed. We're going to talk about pressed powders first. I do like to set my face quite a bit. And the first one I love is the Maybelline Fit Me powder it's the Set and Smooth powder. I have a couple different shades of this, one for when I'm fair and one for when I'm tan. But this is in 110 Porcelain. Really nice. It doesn't dry out my skin, make it look dry and cakey. It just sets it. And that's what I like. And then the next one is the Wet n Wild pressed powder. I have mine, again, this is my summer shade. You can see I've hit pan on this. Just looks like this. This is gonna give quite a bit of coverage to your skin. And it's just, like that shade's not right, but it's gonna cover quite a bit. It's, in my personal opinion, I think it's kind of a dupe for the MAC one. Like the MAC finishing skin whatever thing. I don't know exactly what it's called, but I think that's a good dupe for it. It's going to give you quite a bit of coverage, but it doesn't dry out my skin or anything. The next pressed powder I have, which I don't physically have with me because I'm all out of it and I have not repurchased it, it's the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in 001 Translucent. I will have a picture right up here, but that is by far my absolute favorite setting powder for my face. It's in translucent, so it's not going to give you any coverage. It's going to just like set your foundation so it's not tacky. And then for loose powder, I have the Milani Translucent Light to Medium powder. This, I just recently fell in love with this about a couple months ago. It's just a powder. It's got a light tint to it though, and I love the sifter because you can control how much comes out. It doesn't have a smell. It just sets your face nicely, and it's pretty nice. And the next one is by far my absolute favorite. It is the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. I have mine in Naturally Neutral. I also love the translucent one, but this is 2.3 ounces, and it's like $5. You get this giant tub for like $5. The only issue is it does have a smell, which putting it, like I've used this for so long, the smell I'm just immune to, but this one is a tinted one. The translucent one doesn't have a shade to, like a tint to it. This one does. I like both of them. They're both really nice. I don't notice a flashback with these. I mean, I don't take a lot of flash photography, but I don't notice a flashback, and that's just the best bang for your buck. The next products we're going to get into are sprays. The first one is by Pixi, the Glow Mist. All the ratings wore off because the way I stored this, but I'm like down to here on it. This is a very nice hydrating mist. I like to spray this before my foundation and like after my primer and stuff, or after my face is already completely done, like right now. And it just makes your skin look so nice and healthy, and it gives like any powderiness on your face. This will help like make that go away. The next two are facial sprays. So they're not like setting sprays or primer sprays. They are like just like a facial spray. It's like a skincare product, but a spray version. And they are the Mario Badescu facial spray. I have the aloe cucumber and green tea, and I have the aloe sage and orange blossom. I love both of these. The cucumber one is nice. I haven't tried this one yet, but I'm assuming it's the same thing. I love these after my skincare. I just spray it all over my face. If my face is a little extra dry and I want a little more moisturizing. The very last one is probably becoming really quickly one of my favorites. It's the Catrice Prime and Fine Illuminating Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. Now, this is pretty pricey for how little of a bottle you get. It's like $6 or $7 for this little bottle. You only get 1.69 fluid ounces. But you don't need a lot at all, because you spray this on your face and it's gonna look like you can really easily go in and add way too much. You have to be careful. It just gives your skin, it looks so glowy. Like, oh my gosh, if you're going for a glowy look, this is definitely the setting spray for you. Next thing we're gonna go in with is bronzer. The first one is, no surprise, it's just the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have mine in the shade Light Bronzer. I've hit pan on this quite a bit. It's got a nice coconut smell. I love the smell. I don't have any problems with it, but this just looks, I'm gonna swatch it for you, but this just looks so nice on the skin. Right there, like you can hardly see it. It doesn't take a lot to build up, and it just looks so nice and natural on the skin. Oh my gosh, I love it. The next one is by Essence. This is the Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder. This is really, really cheap, and you get quite a bit. Like you get 15 grams. And I have mine in 02 Sunny. This again does have a smell to it, but it's not anything crazy. The shade may look a little crazy on my hand, but I promise on the skin it doesn't. This stuff is really, really nice and super affordable. The next one is by Wet n Wild, and it is the Mega Glow Contouring Palette. I have mine in the shade Caramel Toffee. They also have another one, which is like Dulce de Leche, I'm pretty sure. But this is what mine looks like. It is busted and broken, but it is so pretty. I used the banana setting powder to clean up my contour. And then obviously the contour shade is super pretty. So that's the banana powder and that's the contour shade. It doesn't take a lot to, like you don't need a lot of this. It's very, very pigmented and it lasts forever. Next thing is blush. The first blush is by L'Oreal. It's L'Oreal Paris Enchanted Peach Scented Blush. I have mine in the shade 190 Bashful. Looks like this. Such a pretty like pink shade or peachy shade. It does have a smell, nothing crazy, and it does have a light sheen to it, but it's such a pretty glowy blush, but like not overly glowy, because I don't like an overly glowy shimmery blush. That one's just so pretty and natural. It's right here. And then the next one is the Milani blush, Baked Blush. I have mine in Rose Dior, and it's that shade right there. Super duper pretty. This one is a lot more shimmery, like it has a lot more shimmer to it. But it's not, again, like anything crazy. It's that shade right there. So pretty. And the next two are by Essence. Essence is super duper affordable, and I love a lot of their stuff. But this one is the Essence Satin Touch Blush in 20 Satin Love. Oh my gosh, this is such a pretty shade. And again, it's their satin formula, so it's not, it's going to be like a light sheen. But look at that shade. That is so pretty. And you can't really see the sheens. And the next one is, again, by Essence. It's the Matte Touch Blush in Bury Me Up, which looks like this. And that's the shade right there. Very pretty. And then the next two are by Physicians Formula. They are the Butter Blushes. I have Natural Glow and Plum Rose. Now, these are shimmery, and they're very light. They don't have a lot of color to them. It's that shade right there, and it's that shade right there. That one was Natural Glow, and this one is Plum Rose. Plum Rose is a little bit of a deeper shade. It's my personal favorite. It looks like that. They have the iconic butter coconut scent. They're not anything crazy, but they are a little glowy. The natural glow is obviously a little more glowy. I like them for a good everyday blush if I'm not wearing a lot of makeup because they just make your skin look so healthy. The next thing we're going to move into is highlighter. First one is ColourPop. These are the Super Shock highlighters. I have two. I have one in Flexitarian, and then I have one in Lunch Money. And I will swatch these. These are cream to powder highlighter, but they're really, really nice. I like to go in with my beauty blender and just like swirl it around and then dab it on the high points of my face. This one right here is Lunch Money. And then this one is Flexitarian. So Lunch Money, Flexitarian. One's a little more gold and one's like a little more champagne. They're both really, really pretty though, and they're affordable. The next one is by e.l.f. It is the e.l.f. Shimmer Highlighting Powder in Starlight Glow. Looks like this. It even has a mirror. This is like $6, and we're just gonna go through and swatch it. It's that shade right there. Like, that is super pretty. And then the next one, I just dropped it, is by Catrice. It is the Catrice 3D Glow Highlighter in number 20 Icy Glaze. Which this one's like a duochrome, like it shifts like blue to white. Oh, I love this one so much. It's that shade right there. You'll notice I love like an icy highlighter because I am so fair skinned. And the next three are by Wet n Wild. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder. Any of these are really, really good. I have a lot of them. These are just my 3 favorite shades, but any of these shades are so pretty. The first one is Precious Petals, which is this shade right here. Very, very pretty, like a light pink. So that shade right there. The next one is Blossom Glow, which is that shade right there. And then the next one is Glow Watcher, which is like an icy white. And it's that one right there. So, so pretty. And the last one is Sleek. This is the Sleek Highlighting Palette in Solstice. So you get 4 different highlighters in here, and one of them is a cream. So that's the cream, and then we have like the purpley one, we have a gold one, and this yellow one. This yellow one is perfect for under the eyebrows or in the inner corner. These are so soft and very, 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 very pigmented. Like, those are the 4 shades. So that one's the cream, that's the purple, that's the gold, and that's the yellow. I forgot a highlighting palette. The next one is by Makeup Revolution. It is this highlighting palette, and it's the gold one. It doesn't have any shade name or anything on it, but it's the gold one. Look at those shades. They have one other shade as well, but these are very pigmented. Like, look at that. Holy cow. And then I have a liquid highlighter. This is again by Makeup Revolution. Liquid highlighter in Starlight. These are very shimmery. Like, look at that. Alrighty, the next category we're gonna move on to is eyebrows and eye products. So I have 3 different eyebrow products. The first one is by NYX. It is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. This one's like $7. It's got a spoolie on one end and then just a very thin pencil on the other. I have mine in the shade Taupe, and that's the shade. Again, like I said, it's like $7. It's not overly waxy. It makes it very easy to fill in your eyebrows. I love using a pencil. The next one's by ColourPop. It is the ColourPop Brow Gloss. Again, I have mine in the shade Taupe. This one's a little bit more of a thicker brow pencil, but I still love it. That's the ColourPop one. And then I have the Ulta Beauty Ultra Slim Brow Pencil in Taupe. It's got a spoolie on one end and then a thin brow pencil on the other. Next thing I have is an eyeshadow primer. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Glitter Primer. This is the best glitter primer ever. Like, there's no need to spend a lot of money on an expensive one when this one exists, because this one is absolutely amazing. It's just a white glitter primer. It's right here. You blend it out, it blends out into nothing, and then you just stick the glitter on. Or any shadow, really. Like, if you want to make a regular powder shadow pop. Then the next few products are eyeliners. I don't have a black eyeliner because I don't really wear black eyeliner, and when I do, I'm not very picky. I have some colored eyeliner and a glitter liner. The first colored eyeliner is again by NYX. It's the Vivid Bright eyeliner in Vivid Halo, which is a yellow. This doesn't crack, doesn't bleed, it's easy to apply. It's got a very small brush tip, and that's the shade. I love this. Like, today I'm wearing a colored liner. I love me a good colored liner. And the next two are by Wet n Wild. These are the Mega Liners. I have the shade Voltage Blue and Electric Purple. These again are really nice, don't crack. They're a very, very thin brush tip. So that one's Electric Purple and that one's Voltage Blue. And then the last one is a glitter liner by Ulta. It's the Ulta Beauty Liquid Glitter Liner in Silver Glitter. This is, again, a small brush tip. I love this to go in the inner corner. Or if I do like a black eyeliner, I love to take the silver glitter and go right underneath the black eyeliner. Or I love to like pop this in my crease. So pretty. Next, we're gonna go into mascara. I have quite a few mascara recommendations. The first one is by Essence. I don't physically have it here with me, but it is the Essence Lash Princess. It's in a black and green pack, like a teal green packaging. I will have a picture right up here. It's really, really cheap, super affordable, all-time favorite mascara. The next one is the Maybelline, it's like the Maybelline Big Shot Colossal. That one is also really, really good. Again, I'll have a picture up here. The new CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara, really, really good. Picture will be up here. And then we have the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. That one's also really, really good. Again, a picture will be right up here. And then three I do have with me. I'm not going to open them because there's no need. But the first one is by Maybelline. It's the Lash Sensational Mascara. This one is really, really nice. I love the brush tip on it. I've tried that one. That's a second one. This one is probably one of my favorite. It is the Maybelline Lash Sensational one. But this is the full fan effect one. And it looks like that. I love the brush tip. And then the last one is another Maybelline. It's the Falsies Push Up Drama. And it looks like that. The purple one of this is also really good. Along with the Rimmel, I don't exactly know the name of it, but it's the Rimmel Green Mascara. I will have a picture up here, but that one's also really, really good. And last but not least, we're going to talk eyeshadow palettes. I needed a smoothie break. Also, I don't know if I said this, but if you guys are interested in how I did this makeup, there will be a video linked in the description box. It's the video of my husband choosing my makeup. And that's how I got this look. But let's move on to eyeshadow palettes because there's quite a few. Now, I tried to only pick one or two from every brand in here because I didn't want to pick every single eyeshadow palette I have from that brand. We would be here all day. The first one is by NYX, and this is the only eyeshadow palette from NYX that I've liked so far. But this is the Sugar Trip Squad eyeshadow palette. Looks like this. Now, I'm pretty sure they still have this on sale, but it's like 11 bucks on sale. And it is such a fun, bright eyeshadow palette. I'm not going to swatch all of these because, again, we would be here all day. But super, super pretty, and it's only 11 bucks. The next one is by Juvia's Place. It's the Freak by Juvia's Place. I love the packaging on this. I only have one more from them. I've tried the Saharan palette too, and that one I just didn't like as much. But this is the one, and I gotta say that green and that shade right there, which is Togo, is probably one of my favorites, along with that white right here. The next one is by BH Cosmetics. Now, I love all of their eyeshadow palettes that I've tried. This is the Glam Reflection Gilded Eyeshadow Palette. It's 15 colors. And it looks like this. These mattes are some of the butteriest and softest mattes ever. They blend so easily, and those shimmer shades are stunning. The next one is by Maybelline. This is the Maybelline New York Soda Pop palette. This is the only one from Maybelline that I've liked and tried, that I like. But this is one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes. This shade right here. It's called Soda Fizz. Probably my favorite, along with Cherry Cola. But that is that shade. This is like 15 bucks. This eyeshadow palette is totally worth it. So the last three brands of eyeshadow palettes I'm going to show you. I love every eyeshadow palette in their line. So the first one is Makeup Revolution. It is the like reloaded and loaded eyeshadow palettes. I have the Reloaded Passion for Color. These are some of the prettiest eyeshadows. I've tried quite a few eyeshadows from them. I like the ones in this packaging. The next one is the Reloaded Iconic Neutrals 2. Looks like that. I also have the Iconic Neutrals 3, but I didn't grab it out. The next one is Morphe. I have tried a lot of Morphe eyeshadow palettes. They're all pretty good, but this one in particular is the 35M eyeshadow palette, and this is probably one of my favorites. I love it mainly for like these three rows. I love the greens, the oranges, just the shimmers. Like the camera's not doing it justice. That is one of the prettiest eyeshadow palettes. Next one is ColourPop. ColourPop has yet to disappoint me. I've not tried an eyeshadow palette from them that I don't like. I just grabbed my 2 favorites. The first one is the I Love Sarahi X ColourPop Through My Eyes eyeshadow palette. Now this packaging is stunning, and this is the eyeshadow palette. Like, there's so many fun pops of color, but like those shimmer shades are so pretty, and it comes with a giant mirror, and like that blue is calling my name. Like, I want that all over my lid. And then the next one is my favorite everyday palette from ColourPop. It's the All I See Is Magic palette. Again, the packaging. No mirror, but those are the shades. It's like a mauve-y toned neutral person's dream, which is my favorite neutrals. But that is everything. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know, do you like this? Do you want to see my high-end favorites? Don't forget to check out my lipstick favorites. That video will be linked down below in the description box. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye!